Hey everyone, welcome to today's AMA. This is Usman with Digital Triggers. If you guys have heard my name before, can I get a 1 in the chat box? If you have not heard my name, can I get a 5 in the chat box, please? All right, so it's a 50-50 ratio. So I am the Chief Operating Officer here at Digital Triggers. I welcome you all to the Ask Me Anything today. Some bad news. Joe has completely lost his voice. He literally cannot talk, and we have an event coming up right around the corner, so we're hoping that he regains his voice. So I will be filling in for today. Reason I am filling in is we had a tough conversation, and we decided to keep our promise with you guys and make sure that we're here on the Ask Me Anything, no matter what the circumstances are. So I do apologize if I sound too crazy, but I'm here to help. I am trying to fill in for, LeBron, but I'm more of a LeVar Ball, I guess you could say. But, let's get started for today, guys. So a little about me. I have been part of the team since January. Born and raised in Virginia, in the DC area. Family's from Pakistan. I'm 31 years young. Love sports, all kinds of sports. I am missing currently the Manchester United PSG game for Champions League. I joined the marketing in 2014. I personally went to my first marketing event in 2014. Met Joe at my second event in 2015. Saw him a few more times after that. We had been working together on a few projects, never met in person until I finally got up and went to an event. Finally got in touch with him, which was a great thing. So for today's AMA, we're going to be talking about why events are important. So how many of you have been to an event? Can I get a 1 in the chat box, please? What we mean by events is a marketing event. Like we just went to Funnel Hacking Live, which was an event for ClickFunnels. They threw the event, had about 20 to 30 different speakers on stage. And from there, we basically gained all the knowledge we were trying to gain. What Joe and I a lot of times do is we take down kind of our mission and objective before going to an event. And we come back and we digress all the information that we can. So things I like to take a look at when I'm at an event is mainly the content, right? The content and information is probably the key part. That is the reason you're going to the event, right, guys? It's how I learned about Uber before and why it was important to me. So I have a small transportation company back in DC. With that, I went to a huge event in Atlantic City, which was basically limos, charters, buses, everything. There, we found out that with the new iPhone craze and everything going on, that this new app was going to come out, and it was going to come out and destroy the market, destroying everything. Probably my family's hard-earned business money, time, efforts, everything, guys. And it was Uber. I learned about Uber 2 years prior by going to an event, sitting down, listening to the content information that they were offering to us at the event. And these events weren't cheap. I think we paid about $2,500 each a ticket. One of our family members just partied the entire time. I, unfortunately, was a good student, sat in the room, took away all the information that I could. So that's why I think content and information is one of the most important parts. Next is making your connections while you are there. Making sure you are not shy. Introduce yourself to everybody. What's the worst thing they say? They say hello and never talk to you again? Oh, well, you know, or it could lead to a good conversation. You find out that that person lives, you know, one city away from you. They're kind of in the same market as you. They do the same type of promotions as you. You know, it's just a wealth of knowledge that everybody holds. It's just we're all too scared to share it. So don't be shy. Talk to everybody. Wear your name badge proud and loud. And if you guys are ever at an event that Joe and I are at, please let us know. Contact us via support, via Facebook, whatever you have to do to get in contact with us. Make sure you meet up with us. I think we met with 6 of our clients at Funnel Hacking Live, which was pretty cool. Joe did the live AMA from there, and from that, we had 3 people contact us, and then we ran into, I think, 3 other ones. That's pretty cool, you know? Maybe we all could grab lunch, coffee. You never know. Don't be shy in asking either. And then the other big one, I think, is making sure you are going out. Go to lunches. Find out where everybody's meeting up. Find out what these big group of circle of people are talking about. Get coffee. Make sure you're going to that Starbucks, because Starbucks in the morning probably has the biggest line. You probably meet the most amount of people at the Starbucks. You never know, right? How many of you guys get Starbucks in the morning? Let me get a 2 in the chat box. All right. Nice. Pete's Coffee. I haven't tried it yet. I heard it's coming to town. Can't wait. All right, all right, all right. All right, guys. So here's the link for the Funnel Hacking Live notes. Get it now while it's at $37. Our bonus to you guys is we're going to give you our top 20 takeaways. I'm going to review the top 5 right now. Make sure you guys get ready for that. Along with that, know that the price right now is only $37. You're getting all the notes from all the speakers, all the information gathered from the event for $37. We paid, I believe, $1,000 a ticket, plus hotel room, plus flights to go to the event, and we still purchased the notes. That is why we think it's such a great value for all of you guys. So please click the link. It is digitaltriggers.io/FHL for Funnel Hacking Live, and get your copy of the notes right now. All right, guys. So with that being said, I am going to go into our top 5 takeaways. All right. Our top 5 takeaways, right? Our first biggest takeaway was that our vision is too small. We need to think bigger. We can't just dream to be in a small market. We got to dream to take over the world with our skills and knowledge set. I mean, take a look at Funnel Hacking Live. You ever hear or read Russell's story? It's pretty amazing. And now he's on the cover of Forbes ever so often. He's traveling the world. You know, it's almost $100 million company, if I'm not mistaken. Our next takeaway was we don't have a I am statement. We don't give you guys an identity as a customer. As for Russell, for Funnel Hacking Live, what he said on stage is, I am a funnel hacker. We have to make sure we give an identity to our clients. Now, if you guys could come up with a good one for us, please let me know. Put it in the chat box right now. I'll be glad to share that with you. Hey, Frankie, I see your comment. Joe is not on the call today. He has lost his voice. I am the next best thing. My name is Usman. I am the Chief Operating Officer here at Digital Triggers. I am filling in for the day, so I do apologize. But we didn't want to let you guys down by not being on the Ask Me Anything, so please send me questions, concerns, anything you have. I'll be glad to do my best to answer them. If not, get them over to Joe so he can answer them. So back to the I am statement. If you guys can come up with anything, please let us know. If not, give us an I am statement that you could possibly give to your clients or anything else you can think of. Our next biggest takeaway was none of our offers are wide enough. What we mean by that is that we need an offer we can market to everybody. It appeals to 100% of the marketers in the world and or small business owners. We're too narrow. We solve problems in a very specific part of the market, and that's why all you guys are on the call with us. We need to have a larger outreach with one product that basically can entail and offer something to everybody. All right. So our next biggest takeaway was number 4. We don't give our customers the option to promote us. What we mean by that is, how would you like to offer to your friends and family a offer from Joe directly of, hey, this is Joe Troyer, this is what he does, this is what I've taken away, why don't you join his mastermind and or join his webinars? That is one big thing we are going to work on for 2019, is to make sure that we allow you guys the opportunity to promote our products if you choose to. And at that, give you guys a great incentive to do so. And takeaway number 5, there is no clear public ascension model with us. We don't give you the idea of what to buy next or what you guys are going to get next. As for Russell Brunson with Funnel Hacking Live, he lays out everything for you. He tells you that you're going to get this book to start at $17.99. Then you are going to get this book at $34.99. Then you will be coming to his event for $1,000. Then you will be joining his mastermind for $25,000. I think that's a little crazy, but he lays it out, and he, honest to God, closed almost, I want to say 120 people on stage to purchase his $25,000 mastermind. What do you guys think about that? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, sorry guys. My first webinar, so please excuse all the mistakes I am making. I'm just trying to fill in for Joe. And hopefully I'm doing a good job. If you guys can give me some support in the chat, that'd be great. Because I'm freaking out right now. Thanks, Frankie. Oh, man. Al, thank you, Al. Yeah, Al, you are correct. If you do purchase the Funnel Hacking Live Notes, you will get all 20 of Joe's takeaways from the event. Do not worry, that has already been said, and I apologize for not saying it again. Man, I am a bit nervous, guys. I do apologize. But that kind of concludes our webinar. Here is the Funnel Hacking Live link to purchase if you guys do choose to purchase. And yes, you will get all of Joe's takeaways, which we came up with 20. Yes, we do have the link to purchase. I will be glad to drop it into the chat box. Give me 1 second. Normally, I am the guy silently doing this in the back, but today you guys get to hear me do it out loud. And I apologize if this webinar was terrible, but I tried my best. But we wanted to make sure we kept our promise with you guys and trying to. Any other questions? All right, cool. Anything, ask me anything you guys please to ask. What Joe eats? Joe eats a bunch of F-bombs at work. And other than that, it is all keto. No sugar, no carbs. And yes, he has gotten me on that as well. I've lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks. Kind of impressive, if you ask me. Roger, I do not know the answer to that question, so if you could please send in your email to me right after, I will be glad to get an answer for that right away. Yep, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Roger, let me just take down your question and make sure I get an answer for that right away, okay? Yep, no problem. Wow, Doug, keto for a year, how much weight have you lost? Please let me know. Marcus, I am not certain on these questions. I'm trying my best. Oh my God. Marcus, I will find your email and get you an answer to that question as well. Any suggestions for the best way to promote the high spam score niche? Derek, I do apologize. I'll leave that question for Joe as well. This is good you guys are asking questions because then I'll set this all up for Joe and he can either answer them privately to you guys and or we can set it up for the next AMA. George S., yes, I did move to Florida. I am a new resident of West Palm Beach. Joe drove me out of DC to come down here. And here we are. Where do you live, George? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, Doug, you lost 45 pounds. Very impressive, man. That is awesome. Wow, it helps as a diabetic too. That's amazing. I actually just watched a thing on Netflix, which was talking about insulin and how the price of insulin's gone through the roof. So I'm glad keto's helping with the blood sugar because insulin itself, I think in the United States, is almost 3,000% more expensive than anywhere else. That's crazy. Derek, thank you. George, Minneapolis, awesome. I was out there not too long ago when I was an employee for Best Buy. Went out there to the corporate headquarters. Pretty interesting town. Pretty cold as well. I dislike the snow ever since I've moved to Florida. Jonathan asked, what are the best suited questions to answer about best suited questions to ask me? Anything, man. Small business questions. I would say marketing is something I'm getting more involved in as learning and coaching from Joe. I don't know. Ask me anything, and the best I can do is try to answer it. If not, I'll set it up for the next AMA with Joe and make sure that he gets all the questions answered for you guys. Eric asked me if I would start with local business. All right, if you were just starting out with local call only ads, would you start with affiliate offers or would you start with local businesses? Now, I'm still trying to gain that answer to that question myself, Eric. I will make sure that that is one of the top questions that we ask on the next webinar. If not, I'll make sure that Joe privately messages back to you, okay? Doug asked us if we give him a list of conferences here in Florida. He knows that Sprague is having one in Orlando this week, but he didn't know about it till yesterday. It's too late. Well, Doug, we will promise to get a list of conferences throughout the United States, and we'll make sure that we make that a top priority as well. So if Ryan, you could take down that note to make sure we make a list of conferences, and then that way we can also tell you guys which conferences we are attending, or if I'm attending or if Joe's attending. Awesome. Good call out, Doug. I'll make sure I get back to you on that as well. Wow. Derek says there's almost, wow, awesome. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. All right, guys. I've kind of failed in answering your questions because you guys are probably, 10 steps ahead of me when it comes to marketing. I am promised I will get better, and if I ever have to fill in again, I promise I will do a better job of answering your questions. So please, please forgive me. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys for getting on. Again, forgive me. Just wanted to make sure we shared what we could with you guys, with Joe not having a voice. And I do apologize, and I hope I didn't offend anybody. Hope I didn't scare anybody away. Joe is still LeBron James. I'm still just sitting on the bench, just filling in for the time being. So forgive me if I offended you. Forgive me if this wasn't good, but I promise I will get better if I ever have to do this again. And I will promise to get all the questions that you guys answered as soon as possible, and I will answer everything we can and get Joe to answer the rest. And I will let Joe know that you all said get better. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Oh, Phil Davis, thank you, man. I appreciate that. He should call in sick more often. I feel you. I feel like he needs some rest sometimes, too. I appreciate that. Well, thank you, guys. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. Thank you all for staying on, for all of you that did. If not, make sure you guys get the Funnel Hacking Live notes. Only $37. Price goes up on Friday. Right now it's 44% off at $37. So I believe that brings the price to $64, $67 on Friday. So get it now. I promise you that your return on investment on it is going to be at least 10x, at least. So thank you, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and end the webinar for the day. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, guys.